Airsofters, beginners alike, welcome to another gun review. As you can tell by the title, this is a gun that is very affordable, very reliable, and all in all a durable, fine performer. Now, it comes in a standard styrofoam packing. Echo1 loves to put their guns in this packaging. However, I've already taken it out of the box. It's this, the Echo1 AK74U Bravo. Now the U in the AK74U stands for, it doesn't really, I'm not sure what it stands for, but essentially it means that the gun has a folding stock. So when you see AK74U, it's usually going to have a folding stock feature. Now, one thing I noticed that was very interesting about this gun is it's almost completely made of polymer as soon as I picked it up. That includes the folding stock, upper receiver, both sides, and even the charging handle is polymer. The only things on the external side of this gun are the select fire switch, the trigger and trigger guard, and the sling mount point. Now, what they decided to make metal makes complete sense, because in all reality, even though it sounds much better, it's not practical to have a metal charging handle. Having a polymer one will not affect your performance whatsoever. However, the select fire switch, I believe, is always necessary to be metal. The sling mount point should always be metal because you're putting the whole pressure of the gun on that one point. The trigger obviously should be metal, it's part of the gearbox. Now this gun shoots at about 370 FPS with 0.2 gram meters. I will get the accurate chronos and the average when I go and chrono this at a field. Another thing that I noticed, it has Russian markings on the select fire plate. Now, what's interesting about AKs in general, if you're just getting into them, is the middle is full automatic, the bottom is semi. I suggest using it in fully automatic because using it in semi is a little bit sluggish. Now, I've owned one other Echo1 AEG, and that would be the Echo1 AR57, and I have gotten to shoot the NATO counterpart of this, the Genesis M4 carbine. Now, in comparison, this is a lot more sluggish compared to the M4 carbine, but it's also a fraction of the price. With the M4 carbine coming in at about 130, this coming in at 85. In all reality, it's a very high quality gun, very durable, and you get what you pay for. You have to remember that you're not paying top dollar, so you're not going to get a top dollar gun. However, the good thing that Echo1 did include in this gun is the fact that it has the same internals as their Red Star series, which means, in theory, you could buy this gun, put maybe $30 into it, and you could have a full metal, essentially the Echo1 Red Star ABG for about $120, where the actual Red Star version of this gun clocks in at about $180. Now, one thing that I really liked about this gun that I haven't seen in many AKs is this folds up like the hood of a car. On the top of the cars, it has a fuse, much like a car would have. What the fuse does is it basically regulates the electricity. So, not regulates, but it gives a break to the electricity. So if something goes wrong, or the battery starts to suddenly surge, it will be protected. Now, enough about the gun for right now. Let's get to what comes in the box. What you get in the box is a standard trickle charger, a 7-cell 8.4 volt nickel metal hydride battery, a 500 round high cap wind up magazine, about 250 rounds of sample ammunition, and a unjammed rod. Now, back to comparing the gun itself to its equivalent, the Echo1 M4 Genesis. I will put the the product links from eRife to both of those rifles in the description below. Now in comparison, they feel about the same. Both guns are highly sturdy. However, this one feels like it shoots a bit harder than the M4, and the M4 feels like it shoots a little bit faster in terms of rounds per second. This may be due to the fact that Echo1 traditionally makes M4s. AKs are kind of new to their line, so it might be just they're trying to perfect what they have. Another thing about it is that it would seem that the handguards are interchangeable, so if you want to change them out for any rails or just maybe a different style handguard like a wood handguard, you could do that. As well as that, if you want to put in the extra work, you can change the lower grip, and as well as the stock. So this gun is completely upgradable. It uses a standard version 3 gearbox, full Tokyo Marui compatible. That includes the magazine. So any mags that you get with your D-Boys AKs or your E&L AKs, any other AK you have, if you're just picking this up as a skirmish weapon, or if your younger brother is looking for a weapon and you have AK mags, if they're CM compatible, they will work with this gun. Now, Echo1 has gone through the trouble of including a AK rail mount. What the rail mount does is it allows you to put basically a rail behind the iron sights to allow you to mount your EOTechs, scopes, red dots, etc. All in all, my first impressions of the gun were it's highly accurate. Another comparison to the Echo1 Genesis M4 is I was able to hit targets a lot easier than I was with that M4, even with the shorter barrel. Another thing about it is I like the iron sights a lot better than the M4. And even though I don't really traditionally like AEGs, this would be a good one to pick up. So, if you have a spare $85 lying around, and you'd like to pick up a good gun to complete another loadout or something else that just something new, something refreshing, I highly recommend you take a look at the Echo1 AK47U Bravo. Retailing again at $85 on evic.com. Thank you, have a great night, see y'all later.